What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Fragrance Fraternity. I appreciate you guys hanging out, waiting on the stream to start. Do me a quick favor, hit that like button if you don't mind. Hopefully you're doing well and smelling really good today. Go ahead and drop your scent of the day if you've not yet. Always love going through those. For me, I went with Zaharoff's Seraphim Red today. Trying to put a little dent in this bottle. It's pretty much full here, so I'm trying to get some work in on it, but great scent profile here. If you guys have tried the blue, this one is pretty close. It's got that eucalyptus type smell going on. It's got a bit of a freshness too, but it's pretty interesting. It's unique. It's different. And it's got this pink pepper note, which makes me kind of like it a little bit more than the blue, to be honest. So I like the added sweetness here. It's not as heavy on that cypress, and amazing performance, really, like 15 hours plus. You only need a couple sprays. So been digging some Seraphim Red today. Beautiful bottle as well. Go ahead, drop your scent of the day. We're going to get through the chat. We also do have a giveaway today. So it's been a while since I've done a giveaway. So I thought, what the hell? Why not give back to you guys? And I do actually have a special announcement coming later. Something that has always been something that I wanted to bring up and announce, and kind of something that was going to make this particular channel different and also ties into the whole fraternity thing. I think you guys are going to really dig it. I was just kind of waiting till the right time to bring it up, but I figured now is a good time, and I'll kind of go into that a little bit later, maybe after the giveaway. So anyway, but what we are going to be giving away, for those of you that are wondering, probably because I didn't really make it known, is going to be a brand new bottle of Ralph's Club Elixir. So I have this extra bottle, and I figured, what the hell, why hoard it? I'm just going to give it away to one of you guys. So we're going to do that giveaway maybe 10-15 minutes in, once people get a chance to be here. Unfortunately limited to US and Canada, US only, US continental area only. So anybody that's watching from Canada, if you have a friend in the US that you want to maybe meet up with, that can, you could use their address, just let me know. But there are, I guess, issues with international shipping and tariffs. It becomes a headache. So Joel, I'm thinking about you right now, man. If you have anybody in the US potentially that you want to enter, but we'll get into that in about the 10 to 15 minute mark. Let me get caught up in the chat with you guys, see what you're wearing, and then we'll get into that soon. Gian is here. What's going on? Wearing Jack of Clubs, popular version of La Nuit de l'Homme's Bleu Electrique, which is one of my top 5 favorite fragrances. Really, it's my kind of go-to, especially for date nights. Love that scent profile. And from what I hear, Jack of Clubs is pretty good, and does come with a deck of cards also, from what I understand. So you're smelling great today. John Carlo is here. Appreciate you being here, my guy. Afnan, Supremacy, not only intense. I always forget there's a lot of those Supremacy fragrances, and I always forget which one's cloning what. I know they got a Silver Mountain Water one. They have a couple of Ventus twists, but your taste is always impeccable, John Carlos. So thanks for being here. You're smelling great today, I'm sure. Arabian Oud, Majestic, Woody, Intense for Joel. Okay. Under the radar pick today for Joel. Thanks for being here. Jason is also here. Thanks for being here, Jason. Scent of the day. Ooh, Le Male Les Parfums. My favorite version of Le Male, and excellent fall fragrance. Definitely smelling just iris and vanilla, a little bit powdery, a beautiful, beautiful scent. I really love Le Male Les Parfums. It was one of the first kind of bottles actually that I bought that when I was getting back into fragrance. So great choice. Good evening from Lakeland from Mr. Kevin. Kevin, hopefully you're doing well. Thanks for being here. Let's see who else we got here today. Stan is here, giving us an introduction of the next president. So thank you, Stan, for that announcement. Good to see you. Patrick's Life is in the building. Patrick, what's going on? Glad you could make it back in time from work for the live stream. Wearing Aqua Atlantique. Yes, a beautiful fragrance. Kind of hot today there for you. Okay, that's kind of weird, but you're smelling really good. And thanks to Patrick, I was able to get my nose on the elusive Aqua Atlantique, which was really good, but sadly discontinued. Kind of their take on Dylan Blue. Really enjoy it. I like blue fragrances. I am a blue fragrance guy. Stan with some jokes in the chat, getting it started rowdy real early. I don't mind it. I don't mind it, Stan. Yeah. Let's see who else we got here today. Jonathan is here wearing Fallen Leaf from Making Sense. I'm sleeping on that one. I'm really behind. I have some of their other fragrances, but everyone told me that's like the epitome of a fall fragrance. So I have to check that one out here soon. But from what I hear, it's excellent, especially for the fall time. So, Jonathan, you done well today. Sven is here. Sven Gali. Always good to see you. Hopefully, you're feeling great today. Wearing Guerlain L'Homme Ideal, the Eau de Toilette, the OG. Great choice. I'm super behind on my Guerlain journey. I've not tried anything from Guerlain. And if I was going to start, it'd probably be with the Eau de Toilette, because usually that's the best place to start, is with the original, right? Figure out what the DNA is all about. Infrared EDP is so slept on. It is fire. It is definitely fire. It is really great. And it's come down in price a lot since it's been out for a little bit, and you can get it for a good deal. I'll just talk about it now, but yeah, one of the fragrances would be this one that I've been loving, Infrared EDP. I got this 50 ml, I think like right under $60. So really happy with it. And I wore it to work the other night. I love the wearing experience. It's got some nice complexity, but still a designer fragrance. So at the end of the day, get all the spices that you'd associate with the spice bomb. You get this kind of like red cranberry, slight fruitiness to it. And you get kind of a warm resinous feel too, without it being too much of like a vanilla bomb or overdone. Great blend here. Great projection for like the first hour and a half, 2 hours. And then it does sit a little bit closer to the skin, kind of like Spice Bomb Extreme. Similar performance category, I'd say. But I love the wearing experience. And I like these little bottles. I think they're pretty cool, even though they some people might think they're tacky, but I like the look of them. Definitely been enjoying Infrared EDP. It's a great choice. Significantly better than the Eau de Toilette, in my opinion. You got Argos Tron for Bacchus and Danae today. Okay, cool. Yeah, let me know what you think about them. Definitely heard a lot of great things about both of those. Finished my decant of CHMN Privé yesterday. Sad moment. Yeah, and that one's kind of tough to get, which is, yeah, both discontinued. Fall masterpieces. Shame they aren't in production anymore. Yep. Hopefully, maybe they bring it back, or maybe, one of these companies like Alexandria or Dua can come out with a good interpretation so you can get a variation of that scent profile. But yeah, CHMN Privé, I've heard really great things about. I tried the original CHMN and I thought it was okay. It didn't really wow me. So I would like to try that Privé at some point if it works out. But, you can't try everything, unfortunately, as much as we'd like to. Vince is here. Guys, if you don't already follow Vince Sense, check him out. He's got great content and it just gets better and better, I swear. And now he's got his pets coming on the videos. So, if you're an animal lover, get some of that going too. So definitely check out Vince Sense. He's definitely putting in the work and I respect what he's doing. Everyone's saying what up to Vince. Hidden Gems is in the building, one half of Sips and Sniffs. They had a great conversation yesterday. They had a lot of really interesting topics that they were talking about as far as like the whole being into this hobby and what it entails. So it was a really stimulating conversation and really interesting. So they have some really fun and engaging content if you guys are interested in kind of more of the behind the scenes of the fragrance community, maybe like the mindset of the whole game, basically. Definitely check out Sips and Sniffs and Hidden Gems. Thanks for being here, dude. Let me know if you're wearing anything, what your scent of the day is. Go ahead and drop it down for us. Supremacy, Not Only Intense, is like Hashvat Aventus Fusion take. Okay, cool. Yeah, I know there's a lot of those like Supremacy this, Supremacy that, and it's kind of hard to keep them all straight. But thanks for clearing that up, Patrick. King Yeti is wearing Parfums de Homme Sport by Fragrance World, a damn near 1-for-1 for Dior Homme Sport. Okay, nice. Well, I'm happy that you're able to find a good interpretation of that and save some money too. You're smelling great. It's a great scent profile. Let's see who else we got. Anybody that I missed here? Vince is back to Dua, keeping the loyalty strong. That would have been 2 days in a row where you didn't wear Dua, Vince. You had me worried. I was a little worried for you, but things are normal. You're wearing a Dua Oud Stallion. Not familiar, but I bet it smells great. Let's see who else we have here today. Patrick, fall is Spice Bomb season. I love Infrared EDP, Pimento, Cinnamon. There is some cinnamon. I failed to mention that. Thanks for reminding us. Creates a big red accord blended with smooth leather and woods in the background. Very well said, Patrick. Couldn't have said it better myself. Maybe we need some content from Patrick's life. Maybe it's time for Patrick's life to start a channel. You do have the experience, my guy, and you have good taste. First hot take, I couldn't get into Spice Bomb. None of them work for me. Tried all but the new leather one. Interesting. Be interested to know if you tried the Night Vision Eau de Parfum, because that's kind of like the Spice Bomb for people that don't really like Spice Bomb, and that was the one that I gravitated to first. But you gotta like sweet fragrances. It does have a little bit of that Invictus type sweetness going on too, so you got to be okay with that. But hey, to each their own, man. Cool thing about this crew, we all love what we love and share it in hopes other mates find something they can enjoy too. Yeah, definitely. It's and you know what else is fun? I like to get to know people's tastes so that when I talk about certain fragrances, I can have people in mind like, oh, okay, this person might like it or that person might like it. That becomes pretty fun when I get to kind of figure out what you guys like and get to know you a little bit through the avenue of fragrance. Yes, sir. I might start my own channel. It's one of the goals. It just came down to time. Yeah, I understand, man. It definitely can take some time, and you know, it's a commitment. So no rush, no pressure, but you could do it. You do know what you're talking about. If you wanted to, you got my support, man, for whatever that counts for. I love OG Spice Bomb, my favorite in the line. The OG is fantastic. It is fantastic. There's no other way to say it. Just post one video, see what you think. Yeah, your first videos are you're gonna be nervous. You're gonna find yourself very cringy, but then over time, you'll really flourish and blossom into the beautiful person that Patrick's life is. Let the world know, man. Let it be known. So far, no sign. Okay, no worries. Well, there's still time. So let's see. How many minutes are we into this stream so far? Let's see. We're like 12-ish minutes in. All right, in a couple minutes, we'll do the giveaway. So the way that I'm going to do it is I'm going to have everybody who wants to enter basically just put a 1 in the chat. And then I'm going to go over to the wheel of names. And I'm going to spin it right in front of you guys. So no funny business going on. You can see exactly what I'm doing. So let's just get started with that process right now. If you guys have not already, please hit the like button. And to win, you got to just be subscribed to the channel, which I think you guys already are. It's pretty much the same group of people here that are usually here, which I'm really happy about because that's who I want to be entering this contest. You know, it's the core audience. So I'm glad to be able to provide that opportunity for you. So I guess let's just start doing the little technical aspect of things here. And because it's going to take a minute to get everybody's names on. So yeah, go ahead and drop a 1 in the chat if you'd like to enter the giveaway. Again, I'm going to be giving away full bottle Ralph's Club Elixir, unsealed or sealed, unopened is what I meant to say, and continental US only, unfortunately, but that's just what it's got to be to make it simple. Okay, so I'm going to pull up Wheel of Names and I'm going to start entering you guys into the Wheel of Names. We're going to spin that puppy. We're going to see who our winner today is. And yeah, I'm going to do more giveaways here in the future. I think next week I may also do something. But yeah, 1 week at a time here. So try to not screw this up this week. All right, let me go through these here and I'll also share my screen with you guys so you can see what I'm doing. All right, cool. Yeah, you should be able to see that now. All right, I'm going to start putting in your name. So again, please be subscribed, all that, like the stream. And if you'd like to enter, go ahead and drop a 1 in the chat. So we got Stan. We have Giancarlo. All right, we have Jason. We have Brandon. Okay, we have Jonathan. We have Gary. Vince is in here. All right, who else? Patrick's Life. And then we have Sven. We have Greg. What's going on, Greg? Good to see you. Greg Graham. Okay. Let's see. Greg Graham is in. Anybody else? Is that everybody? All right, guys, let me know if I missed your name. I'm going to do the spin here soon. So I just want to give you a minute here, give you a final opportunity. If you want to be entered into the giveaway, we're doing it right now. Drop a 1 in the chat. Yep, drop a 1 in the chat to enter the giveaway. I'll give you guys a minute here. And then we're going to spin it. All right. Going once. Going twice. All right. That's it. Whoever's on there now, say something or forever hold your peace. So here we go. I'm going to spin it. We're going to see who wins it. Here we go. Who's it going to be? Stan? Stan? Mr. Stan. Congratulations. You are the winner. All right, Stan. So here's what you got to do. You can either email me, Gems, dude. Oh my gosh, Gems, you dropped the 1 like 30 seconds after I just spun it, my guy. Oh my gosh, Gems, I'm sorry, man. You barely missed it. I gave you guys a little bit of time. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was over. You're just giving me a hard time, I hope. Anyway, so Stan, congrats. So you can either email me at fragrancefraternity@gmail.com, or you can send me a message on Instagram. I'm going to drop my email for you in the chat. And yeah, more giveaways coming in the future. All right. Yeah, cool. I didn't screw that up. All right, cool. We got that out of the way. Very good. So also the next thing I guess I want to talk to you guys about now that that is done is, so what I want to do is I've hit the second time. So when you get on this YouTube monetization thing, you basically, you got to get to $100 to get paid, or else they don't send you a check. So I've reached that $100 mark. So I'm going to essentially get $100 in revenue now, because it is a monetized channel after all. So what I want to do is, from now indefinitely for the rest of this channel, this live, however much money it may or may not generate in the future, I'm going to donate 15% of all the money that comes in indefinitely. And I'm going to donate it to hopefully a charity or something that you guys vote for, or maybe something that we can collectively come up with. And the reason I want to do that is because I don't want the space to just be all about materialism, all about consumption, just all about, you know, buy with nothing else going on, with no higher purpose, essentially. So I'd like to be able to take this hobby and do something meaningful with it outside of just, you know, pleasuring ourselves with scent. I hope you guys understand what I mean. So this first round, it's like $100. So I'm going to take $15. And on this first round, unless you guys want to drop some suggestions, maybe of charities that you like or your favorite charities, I'm just going to do it on my own. I may post the receipt, but you know, not that much money right now. It's only $15 or whatever, which is still good. You know, it's good to get in the habit of it. But just to something moving forward, something that is going to differentiate this channel, something that is going to make it a little bit more meaningful. And that is also part of being in a fraternity. It's not just about the brotherhood. It's not just about the community. It's also about getting together and making a difference, making, you know, a change and being a positive force. And one way we can do that is through donating to charity. So if anybody has a charity that is important to them, or something that they really, you know, donate a lot to, that they're a big supporter of, you want to make me aware of it, I'd be happy to look into it. Otherwise, on this first round, I'll probably just pick something on my own. And then going forward, if there will be more money coming in, it'll be used toward that. And that applies to super chats and pretty much anything and everything. So cool. And then the rest of the money will be either back in this channel or just for my survival. So that's my announcement. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, the more money it makes, the more money we can donate and the more change we can do and can have something more meaningful going on here. So let me, I guess, talk about some fragrances now. All right. So one fragrance that I've been really loving is really slept on and highly unknown. This is called Desora. This is Oasis Mist. This fragrance I learned about on a decant swap of Dedrick, Tazo, and Ross. They did a decant swap. This was one of the more like mass appealing type fragrances, and they all really liked it. Dedrick said that he'd been wearing it a lot to work, and the people at his work were really vibing with it. And I don't know why these kind of wearable scent profiles, they're just something I gravitate to because I get a lot of use out of them. And I love kind of, I guess, stuff that fits my lifestyle. And this is right in that alley. It's got this pineapple, apple type fruitiness. It's got a really nice mass appealing quality to it, but it doesn't come across shower gel. It is pretty unisex, but it's just fantastic, guys. It's like a really addictive type of a scent, and nobody will be wearing this. I mean, nobody even knows about this, so that's also one thing why it's really cool. You can get these for like I think 80 or 90 bucks from their website. Really impressive here. Like one of the better pineapple/apple fragrances I've ever tried. It's like a simple 3-note breakdown, but if you're into the fresh kind of fruity scent profiles, this is solid, super solid. I'm not sure if you're able to sample this, but if you have a taste kind of similar to mine and you like these kind of wearable scents that you could wear to work and are pretty mass appealing, that have great performance and good quality, that aren't an exuberant price, this is definitely something that you may want to check out. It does have a magnetic cap, and it's pretty solid, but not like it's not the Jacques Foth type of magnetic cap, but still pretty solid. But Oasis Mist, thank you, Dedrick, for putting me on to that one, would not have known about it. And I guess let's do one more. So I've been enjoying also Cosmic Pepper from Mancera. It's kind of like a peppery take on the Chanel L'Oreal Sport profile. It will tickle your nose a little bit. So if you sneeze or if fragrances can make your nose a little runny, you may want to spray this one under your shirt just to like kind of cut down on the projection a little bit, or make sure you spray behind you because it is very like sharp and aggressive. And sometimes I really like that in a fragrance because those are usually the fragrances that people are going to pick up on around you and that really come across in the air noticeably, especially when there's other scents in the air, maybe like food. You know, your fragrance is always competing against other scents unless you're like in an office space. But love that Chanel L'Oreal Sport profile. It's like a classic scent profile and woody, fresh, a little bit aquatic. It's got this nice cardamom spice in there too, mixing with that pink pepper spice. Definitely probably want to sample this one first. It may be a little bit too sharp for some of your taste, but I really do like it. And yeah, I have a decent little dent in here. I'm a big fan of Mancera. I do have a lot of their fragrances. So, you know, a lot of people, you either love or kind of hate Mancera, I've noticed. And from the little like Xerjoff 15 mLs that I was talking to you guys about last time, I was gotten more wearing out of Naxos. Been really loving it. It's been growing on me a lot. A really nice kind of sweet honey type deal going on here. And these little 3 times 15 ml fragrances, you know, they're great bang for your buck and they go a long way. And I don't know, I've been flying through this little guy. I have a little bit of a dent in here. I have a feeling that I'm going to end up blowing through this whole thing and may want to get a full bottle here. You know, these Black Friday deals are coming up here soon. So been really enjoying Naxos. Let me get caught up in the chat and keep it going. So you know how we do it. I'm away to church. I'll catch you later. All right. Have a great service. And thanks for stopping by, Greg. Hopefully you're smelling great. What are you wearing? 1 million Privé clone. Okay, cool. Yeah, you are. The thick Latina force is the way. Yeah, we need to incorporate more thick Latinas in the fraternity. Is that what you're suggesting here, Stan? Well, you got a full bottle of Rob's Club Elixir to get all the thick Latinas headed your way. So I got a full unopened bottle of Chrome Parfum if you want to do another wheel. The winner can email you and can email me their info if you want. Well, if you're down for that, if you're okay with that, which you're saying you are, we can. Jason is courteously offering a bottle of Chrome Parfum. We can do another spin. Why not? Why not? I mean, Jason, that's going to be on you, but if you guys want to do that, let's do it. Let's like keep the generosity train rolling. So I guess if you want to be in that Chrome Parfum spin, go ahead and drop a 2. Drop a 2 in the chat for Jason very generously offering a full-on open bottle of Chrome Parfum. And Chrome Parfum is a great fragrance. It's kind of like this blue meets green. You still get that aquatic freshness of chrome, that kind of metallic freshness, but it's got this nice green kind of herbal and vegetal feel to it. So Jason is being very generous. Thank you, Jason, for your contribution. If you guys want to be involved in that giveaway, go ahead and drop a 2 gems. Don't wait until the giveaway's over to drop a 2. Drop it right now if you want to be in it. And yeah, we'll spin for that. Thank you, Jason. I'll just start the process over of what we did. Let's see. All right. Boom. All right, we'll just start over with the wheel. So drop a 2 in the chat if you want to win Chrome Parfum, courtesy of Jason. Really appreciate that, dude. It's really nice of you. All right. Let's do the logistical side of things here. Okay. Where does this start? So, Stan, we're not going to do a double winner because I want someone else to have a chance. So I'm not going to include you on this one. Sorry, dude. Jonathan. Let's see who else. We have Giancarlo. And Jason, also let us know in the comment what would be the best way for the winner to contact you. Or, you know, how would you like to do that? Is there an email or Instagram? What would be the best way to contact you? I think we do have an email chain going. So, yeah, we can figure that out. Sven. Okay, Gary, Vince, Sven, Giancarlo, Jonathan, Davey. All right. Anybody that I missed that wants to win the Chrome Parfum? Don't put me, I already have it. Okay, Sven is coming off. You guys got good odds here. 1 in 5, 20% chance for all of you. All right. Last chance. If you want to win a bottle of Chrome Parfum, courtesy of Jason. Going once. Going twice. And okay. Forever hold your peace. We're going to spin here. All right. Cool. Let's do it. And is it Vince or is it Davey? Ooh, it is close. It is razor thin. Mr. Vince, Vince, you got a bottle of Chrome Parfum headed your way. Very cool. Very, very cool. Okay, so yeah, Vince, I think I have your info, but yeah, reach out to me or reach out to Jason, however you want to do it, and we'll get you that bottle. All right, guys. Thanks for being good sports. The people that didn't win. I know it's always a little like annoying. You get your hopes up, but then you don't win. It's like, yeah, that's why I don't gamble, right? Anyway, cool. Thank you, Jason. That was really cool. I was not expecting that. All right. Well, next, I guess we'll do another fragrance here. So I know Vince actually just got the Parfum version of Blue Noir, which is excellent as well if you like Iris. I've been liking the EDP a lot here in the fall. I like this muskiness, this kind of blue shower gel vibe that it provides. And this is an odd fragrance because it's one that you think you're going nose blind to, and then like 2 hours later, somebody gives you a compliment. It's really strange in that way. It actually has better performance than you might think. Do you guys have any fragrances like that where you think it's gone, but then you get a random compliment and then you just realize that you were nose blind? Definitely a culprit with this one. It's happened to me on more than one occasion. So kind of a weird thing, but really great scent. Nice blue shower gel type fresh thing. And only really people in the fragrance kind of space to even know about that one. And then I've been rocking this one to the gym here a decent amount. This one kind of had some hype, but then kind of got forgotten about. This is Lacoste Blanc Eau Intense. I like these fragrances to wear to the gym a lot. Really can't go wrong with these Lacoste to the gym. They're all very sporty. This one is a little bit different than the original white, which I'm a big fan of. You get this kind of Jamba Juice, like walking into a Jamba Juice, that type smell. If you guys are familiar with Jamba Juice, they're just blending all those citrus and different ingredients and like the buckwheat, like the grass that they use in their smoothies, like all just a blend of those things. So for some reason, this smells like when you walking into a Jamba Juice, that same kind of scent profile here, but it's very clean and kind of woodier take on the original El Tolto Blanc. Doesn't have all those white florals that you get in the original. So a little bit different, but excellent as well. And yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of looking at these picks and I'm seeing like they're all very kind of basic type scents. I didn't really have any like crazy niche, like far out interesting stuff to talk about that I picked today. But I'm also doing like a fresh fragrances for fall part 2 video. So I'm just kind of grabbing from there. But yeah. And then also the Parfum version of Ralph's Club is really good if you like blue fragrances. It's really nice, especially in the fall time. It's got a bit of like depth to it, more so than other blue fragrances. Kind of like the Blue Noir EDP has a little bit more depth to it. This also has a little bit more depth to it. A lot of aromatics here, especially lavender. So you have to be a big fan of that. It's kind of got this like dusty nature to it, which I really enjoy. So it's blue and fresh, but it kind of has like a dustiness to it. Has a nice woodiness in the base mixed with a vetiver. And anytime like vetiver is used, it gives the fragrance a little bit more class and elegance, which I really enjoy. I've had multiple times where I wore this and I just had like a group of people like kind of in shock, like, whoa, where is that coming from? Like I could hear like chatter behind me of people trying to figure out where the scent was coming from. So it's a people pleaser for sure. It'll definitely turn heads. It has for me at least. And I think you can get it for a better price now that it's kind of been out for a few years. Both of these fragrances, they took me like 3 times. So like the first time I wasn't sure. The second time I was like, okay, I think this is pretty good. And by the third time I was like, damn, I love that. I need to get a bottle of it. So kind of have a similar experience with both of those. They really grew on me exponentially as I tried them more and more. All right, let me go back to where I was in the chat before we did all the giveaways, I think. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything important. Cool. All right. Looks like I am Gucci. All right. That's where I was. Never tried anything from Zora. I'll have to research that house. Yeah, it's not really, it's kind of a new brand and it's very random. They apparently just sent Dedrick some fragrances and he just tried them and he liked them and then he talked about them. Very kind of like a new brand. They were just trying to get out there and I just ended up blind buying it because of the reaction. All 3 of them really liked it and they were all saying that it was kind of mass appealing. And I was like, okay, that sounds like it's right up my alley, like right up the kind of stuff that I like to wear on a daily basis. Just really wearable, mass appealing, but still niche, high quality type stuff. So I really enjoy it. It's got a, and I love apple. I love pineapple. And those are like the 2 main notes, but it's not tropical as the note breakdown might suggest. It's just lovely. I mean, if you have the similar taste to mine, you're going to love it. Unfortunate thing is, I don't know how easy it is to sample them. So it is kind of like a blind buy warrior type fragrance, unfortunately. But I have a hard time imagining you wouldn't like it if you find you have similar taste to mine and you enjoy the freshies. Great performance too. All right. Compared to popular belief, I'm real. Oh, I know you're real. You've escaped the matrix and you're here hanging with us to moderate. You've escaped the matrix to moderate Fragcom. Yes. Well, we are all kind of cyborgs if you really think about it. We're all attached to our phones. So, anyway. They can email me. Yeah. Just shoot me an email or just shoot me an email and I'll get you connected. Vince one. So I talk to him all the time. So yeah, we'll have no problem with that. And then Stan, hit me up. I'll get that sent out to you. All right. Let's see who else we got here. Gus saying congrats. Jay is here, aka King Eros. What's up, Jay? Hopefully you're doing well. Yes, the O Intense is really, really solid, and I've been liking it at the gym a lot. Have you tried Le Blanc Au Fraiche, the pickle ginger one? No, but I've heard Randy like talk about that one. I know he really, really, really likes that one. I have a lot of like ginger fragrances at this point, so I'm kind of like maxed out on the ginger, especially that Alexandria Lamensity. Oh my gosh, guys, if you like that ginger scent profile, the kind of Ambroxan ginger citrus combo fragrance, and if you ever smelled anything like Lamensity, check out the Alexandria version. They do have sales probably coming up. You know, it's going to be Black Friday, and their clones are more expensive, but you get them 25% off when they run these sales. I can't recommend that Lamensity one enough. It is amazing, amazing fragrance. Like, holy smokes. So yeah, I'm kind of set on my ginger fragrances at this point, but I heard really good things about that one. The only thing that kind of like threw me off is I think it was compared to M. Mikalev's gin and tonic, which wasn't my favorite thing in the world. I thought it smelled pretty good, but M. Mikalev gin and tonic had a bit of a maturity to it, but that was like, I don't know, just had this like maturity that I wasn't really digging about it. But I know Vince likes it. I sent it to him and he was really loving it. Would you say Ralph's Club was one of all your favorite all-time DNAs? Um, I don't know if it's one of my favorite all-time DNAs, especially because the elixir is so much different than the parfum. Okay, so this is certainly one of my favorite iris fragrances, no doubt about it. But it does kind of stray away from the DNA, and the original Eau de Parfum wasn't my favorite. I do love nice aromatic lavender, but there's so many different fragrances that feature that aromatic lavender. Like for example, the Tom Ford's Beau de Jour, completely different type of scent profile. You know, it's that kind of old school masculine fougere, whereas this is more like the modern kind of synthetic blue Ambroxan shower gel type deal. But I do love a good lavender note, but I'm not going to say Ralph's Club is one of my favorite DNAs of all time. I'd say some of my favorite DNAs would be like the Fierce scent profile. I like the Lamensity scent profile. I like the Invictus Aqua scent profile. Those are some of my favorites. I like the Bulgari Tiger. I mean, I did say Lamensity, Vibrato, you know, stuff in that nature, that ginger forward type scent profile. I like the Aqua de Jo scent profile, specifically Profondo and Absolute are the two of my personal favorites. And then, of course, I love the Sauvage scent profile. I mean, I have so many things that smell like Sauvage. So Sauvage is definitely one of my top scent profiles go. I mean, I have more fragrances that smell like Sauvage than probably any other scent profile. So those are probably some of my top scent profiles overall. California boys, here we go. I was waiting for that comment. California boy hate coming from Mr. Ohio. Yeah, well, we like to keep it fresh, man. We like to keep it fresh out here. It's 75 and sunny, so we keep it fresh out here. Stan from the Bay. I'm not sure where Stan is from. One of my goats is Boss in Motion, the Silver Ball, best orange smelling cologne ever. Yeah, is that the like Pokeball one? I like that bottle. It takes me back to my childhood of being all into Pokemon. I think kids are still into it, which is cool. It's like been so many years and kids are still into Pokemon. But I don't even know half those Pokemon now. They got so many new ones. I've been to Anaheim a couple times. Okay. Not too far from me, like 45 minutes or so. If you enjoy Moscow Mule, you probably enjoy Lacoste Eau Fraiche. Some redundancy there. Yeah. I mean, I bet I would like it. I just think I already have things that smell just like it and that are higher quality, basically. So it would just be redundant, but I'm sure I'd be digging it. Yeah. Let me know if I know you got that Blue Moon Ginger Dash. I know you were kind of wearing it and enjoying it more. So that's kind of one that I'd be interested to get my nose on. You know, I'm over here being all bougie, as Vince likes to say. You know, these cheapies, they're you know, slowly fading away. And I just have a good amount of them already. I'm pretty set with them. But there is always that one that comes out that kind of blows your mind. Disneyland. Yeah, they do have Disneyland over there. True. That bottle and scent is Mount Rushmore for me. Which one are you talking about, Gary? Oh, the Boss in Motion. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I've never smelled that one. I don't know if that one's discontinued or hard to find. You don't really hear people talk about it. Let's actually look up that fragrance. That'd be interesting. That's one that you don't really hear about too much, but I have heard about it before. Let's check out Boss in Motion, see what that's all about, what the breakdown's like. Let's see. Here we go. Yeah, kind of like different looking bottle. It kind of looks like the from this angle, it looks like the Bulgari Aqua bottles, but if I remember, it's like a sphere. So it does kind of look like a Pokeball. Citrus, fresh, spicy. Okay. It's already got my interest. Let's see. Oriental Fougere. Really? That sounds interesting. It sounds really good. Launched in 02. Let's see. I don't know if I'm familiar with that perfumer. Orange, bergamot. Okay. Violet leaf. Hello. Like a good violet leaf. And basil. Okay. Basil can be a little hit or miss for me. Sometimes if the basil is too prominent, kind of, I'm not the hugest fan, like specifically Chrome Aqua. I was not huge on that because it had a very prominent basil. And yeah, basil is kind of an iffy note for me, but everything else looks really great. Pink pepper, cinnamon, nutmeg. So it's got some nice spice to it as well. Wondering if this pink pepper is more of a spicy or more of a sweet pink pepper. It can really go either way. Base notes are musk, woodsy, sandalwood, and vetiver. Okay, so kind of like the classical masculine notes here. But yeah, this sounds wonderful. It sounds like it's a little spicy. It's got that like kind of fougere profile with the citrus up top, and then kind of like the woods and the vetiver in the base. Doesn't have a lavender like you would normally associate, or a coumarin as well, but it's probably more modernized. I really like the look of this note breakdown. I'm sure it smells great. I'm wondering if it kind of smells like something I already have. Creamy vanilla orange smell. Interesting. It doesn't really list vanilla as a note. Maybe the sandalwood is coming across creamy. I know sometimes sandalwood can have this like creamy vanilla like nature to it. Boss in Motion is a fresh and sensual scent for a shortish and happy man. A short-ish and happy man. Is there a height restriction on this fragrance? Fragrance which is radiating energy and vitality is an ode to an active lifestyle. The Boss in Motion man finds pleasure in competition, believes in his own possibilities, searches for challenges, achieves goal, strong and self-confident. Well, this write-up is making me feel strong and self-confident. Let's see what people are saying about it. Kind of similar. Okay. Yeah. I don't look too far into those things, but yeah, there's a picture of it. It does look like a little Pokeball. I wonder, how do you spray that? Do you just like squeeze it down like that? Or maybe they're in the back, there's something. Yeah. Kind of a hidden gem. I wonder, I'll have to look into this later and see how much they're going for. They do have them on, let's see, they have it on FragranceNet right now. Is that available? Oh, they do have it for $30. This looks like it's kind of a different bottle style, though. Maybe they changed it up. Kind of want that old Pokeball looking one. That one's like iconic. Anyway, definitely looks interesting. It's on my radar. Let's see. If you enjoy Moscow, you don't need to try because of redundancy. Yeah. I feel, yeah. I don't really get the basil in it. Okay, cool. It's very sweet. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I mean, I love the sweet fragrances, and it definitely sounds like it's right on my alley. I may have to check that one out. If you recommend it, I might just pick it up. I'm debating on grabbing Born in Roma or Uomo Intense from Valentino. I already have Call of Fantasy, which is my favorite. Well, for the Uomo Intense, you have to like that powdery iris. So those two scents are pretty different. I think I've tried the Born in Roma. I remember you guys, I think Patrick sent me the Born in Roma Intense. I don't remember if it was the Born in Roma or the Born in Roma Intense. It was one of those, but it had like a kind of a nice, sweet, mass appealing type scent profile. It was pretty good. But the Uomo Intense is definitely more of that lipstick powdery iris. So it really depends on what you have. If you already have something with that iris base, or if you don't, or if you even enjoy that type of scent profile. But I think you'd be happy with both. Just, try them both out. Sample. Try them before you buy them. You got to go to the old ball. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to, if I got this, I would have to try to find that ball looking one. The newer bottle style didn't really move me too much. Born in Roma Intense. Okay, yeah, it was the Intense. Cool. And Green Extravaganza. Okay, yeah. So I've tried the Intense, but not the original. And from what I think I know the Born in Roma is kind of like an Invictus style fragrance. I think that's right. So kind of comes down to if you want something a little sweeter, if you want something a little bit more iris heavy and powdery. Yeah. So let's talk about another fragrance here. Why don't we? Let's talk about, let's see what I can grab from up here that hasn't been talked about. Um, Le Male Parfum is a good option to Uomo Intense if you like that iris type of thing. Love this guy. I've put in a serious dent. You know, there's been some talk about, do you actually finish your fragrances and will you ever go through a big bottle? And I wish I could like see through this bottle a bit more, but it's got to be like close to there. I've really gone hard on this little guy. So love that. If you like that original DNA with the tonka bean, you're gonna really like Le Male Parfum. Beautiful iris without being too waxy, but powdery. Patrick, you may not dig it. Maybe a little bit too powdery for your personal taste. But yeah, let's see. How long have we been live here? Almost an hour, 45 minutes in. Should have grabbed some other fragrances here that maybe are a little bit more interesting to talk about. Let me just grab a couple scents here. Let's see. All right. Yeah, these are going to be a little bit more interesting for us fragrance people. Stuff that you don't maybe hear about all the time, but so I wore this one last week. I really love this one. This is my favorite vetiver fragrance. If you guys are into vetiver at all, I highly recommend you try this one. The cool thing about this one is that Terre de Mer scent profile. It's got that bitter orange, and this one really rains back on that. So that bitter orange is not for everybody. And I really like the citrusy approach they take here with the O Intense vetiver. This one is classy as hell. Definitely you could wear this dressed up. This is another kind of like boss type scent profile where you feel like the fucking man when you wear something like this. You're making a statement. It's a little bit more bold. Probably dressed up is a little bit better to wear this, but I like it casually too. I just really like the scent profile. I like smelling it. So check out the O Intense vetiver, guys, if you have not yet. Definitely my favorite vetiver fragrance, and just classy, elegant type stuff. So O Intense vetiver, and it's got the little twist off thing. Still get a little bit of that bitter orange, but it's not as pronounced, and it's more about like the citrus. And the vetiver isn't super earthy. Some people get a funkiness from it, but for me, it's really like a clean vetiver and not super mossy. Sometimes vetiver can come off like really damp and mossy. Don't get any of that moss in that one. And then another one I've been digging pretty much throughout the summer and into the fall has been Born to Be Unforgettable from Kilian. I really like these Coca-Cola type fragrances. I really need to get my nose on Creation E from Roja because that's like the signature Coca-Cola type fragrance. But I like Tonka Cola. I really like this one. This one is more of a summer take on that. Scent profile doesn't have all like the vanilla warmth and amber that Tonka Cola has. This one has a nice lime zing, lime zest, and mixing with that Coca-Cola type smell is very prominent, very long lasting here. I really love the wearing experience with this one. This one was perfumed by Alberto Marias. So he does kind of invoke some of those, fresh fragrance nuances that he does so well. You will get some idea of like a light blue intense in here. It doesn't smell like light blue intense, but you can almost tell that it was made by the same perfumer. Like he has a certain style of citrus that he likes to use, and the way he blends it will give you some kind of reminiscence. Like you'll be able to tell it was the same perfumer in a way. It doesn't really make sense right now, but when you try it, you may know what I mean. But yeah, if you're into these Coca-Cola based fragrances, and the cool thing about this Kilian is it's significantly less expensive than some of their other fragrances. You can get this one for a more affordable price. So I like that they did that, and you may or may not like the name. The cap is nothing special. It's got a little bit of heft to it. It's a pretty good atomizer. I'm going to spray a little bit here just because I really do love it. And you guys can see how the atomizer is or whatever. It's okay. It's not great, to be honest, but I really like that smell. It's very unique. It's very different. It's very interesting. And it's really something more so for us that are into fragrances. We want something a little bit different, but you could still wear on a daily basis that will capture people's attention and maybe maybe pique their interest a little bit. They're going to wonder, oh, what are you wearing? Oh, you smell really good, but really different and really like intriguing. And I want to know more type of thing. I've gotten several compliments on this one, and you can definitely spray a lot with this one. It will overwhelm, but I don't know. I think it's so lovely that I just want to spray it more and more. So maybe it's just a personal bias, but Barnaby Unforgettable, it really is unforgettable. I won't be forgetting it. And yeah, I got more, but let me get caught up in the chat here. I have a feeling I'm a little bit behind with all my ranting. I have Dior Homme Intense. Okay, yeah, so maybe the Homme Intense might be a little redundant. I think Dior Homme Intense is a tad sweeter, but just check it out. It's good, but doesn't last long. Never tried Homme Intense. Yeah, I would say it's pretty redundant to Dior Homme Intense, but still worth trying. Just to see what you think. Le Male is phenomenal. Yeah, I love the Le Parfum. I like it. It's my favorite one. I think the elixir was a little too sweet on the honey, like a little overdone for my personal taste. I know a lot of people love it, so to each their own. But I like the blend on the Le Parfum a little bit. It's a little bit like classier and elegant, more refined, just a better blend. Not overloaded with sweetness. Do you think it's like a mix between the Intense and Yellow Dream, like people are saying? Good question. I'm also getting a decant, a Boss bottled, absolutely the new one. Hope it lives up to the hype it's getting. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'd be interested to know your thoughts on that. I've kind of strayed away from the Boss bottled line because I years ago tried the EDP and I didn't really dig it. I'd have to come back to it. I think my nose has really changed a lot, but didn't love the EDP, so I've kind of strayed away from that. I'm more interested in the Boss of the Scent line. Tried the Eau de Toilette not too long ago and absolutely love that Maninka fruit. I mean, it was just very, very appealing, that Maninka fruit. I've never eaten that fruit or really even heard about that fruit until I smelled it in that fragrance. But yeah, maybe eventually the scent elixir could be worth checking out. Definitely my signature scent type of fragrance. Okay, awesome. Well, I'm glad that you're enjoying it, my guy. Same, the Intense, right? I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to smell, but can't find it anywhere. Okay, really interesting. I would think that would be one that would be pretty available for a sample. Oh, you don't want to pay for a sample. Okay, well, that makes sense. Maybe the stores around you don't carry it then. Creation E is really nice. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've heard it's kind of like the epitome of these Coca-Cola type fragrances. So I want to check that out when in good time. I got my Private Man from Alexander. They sent me 2 samples. One was Great Kingdom by Roja Dove, and the other one was Hammer Time. Nice. Yeah, but they don't have their website. I also, when I bought that Lamensity and that came in, it also came with Hammer Time, and I do have the real Summer Hammer. I'll say they crushed it. It is very, very close to Summer Hammer with Hammer Time. And also, it's better than the Duo version. Sorry, Vince. It is better than the Duo version. It smells a little bit higher quality. It is the clone of Summer Hammer. Yeah, Lorenzo Pazzalia. I'll show you. It's this. I swear I found this fragrance before everybody, even though, I'll never be able to prove that, but this is what it's cloning. It's called Summer Hammer. This caught a lot of hype this past summer. I remember being at a place called Scent Bar LA. It was kind of the first time I smelled a bunch of niche fragrances. It's probably a year and a half ago. And I smelled probably like 40 or 50 fragrances that day. I really went crazy. I had a headache by the time I got out of there. My lungs were filled with fragrance. I need some fresh air. But of all the fragrances I smelled, this one like moved me the most and really captured my attention. So it really stuck out to me. And I was talking about this for a while, but maybe, just don't have the biggest reach as some other channels. But yeah, Summer Hammer is, in my opinion, the best tropical fragrance. Quite fruity, really like a mix of fruits. It's like a fruit cocktail: pineapple, mango, passion fruit, all the fruits. A little bit on the feminine side, but just a stunner. And you can wear it for more than the fall. It's a hell of a performer. These Lorenzo Pazzalias, they do not mess around. They will make you go nose blind real quick. They are super strong. This is a little 28 ml. I know it looks pretty pathetic, but seriously, that's all I'm going to ever need of this because it is so strong. It's like a 2 or 3 fragrance max. And they all have this little owl thing. But yeah, this is what Hammer Time is cloning. Summer Hammer. Man, love this stuff. Ooh, yeah, I want to try more from Lorenzo Pazzalia. Part of me, I just want to get the Discovery set and try them all. I want to try Arctic Sea. I really want to try them all. I've heard really great things, and Summer Hammer like blew me away. It's my favorite tropical fragrance. Um, yeah, my favorite niche tropical fragrance for sure. I like it better than Lamari Porthole, even though I do like Porthole, but I think that Lorenzo Pozzali is better. You know which one I don't like and people swear by? It's Boss Bottled Intense. For me, it smells man. Okay, yeah. Haven't tried it, so I can't really comment on it. I think you like Boss Ascent Elixir if you enjoyed the Maninka note. Yeah, I think so too. And from what I've gathered, that's kind of like the best one of all of them. I don't really want to go down the rabbit hole of getting all the Boss the Scents because they have a good amount of flankers. I'd rather just get like the best one. And it seems like the Elixir is the one. Boss the Scent Elixir is a great scent. The Absolute is good also, but for me, I like the Elixir better. Okay, yeah, I see. Yeah, the Elixir seems to be general consensus the best one. So I may actually scoop a bottle of that. Maybe, in 5 or 6 months or something. I'm sure it'll get discounted. It is still relatively new at this point. And 2 fragrances that I have on the way. I'm actually really excited about both, but one specifically that not many people have mentioned. It is a newer release. Let's see. There we go. Is Bulgari Pour Homme, the EDP 2024 edition. Let's see if they even have it. They do. So Bulgari Pour Homme is it's a very kind of significant fragrance in my whole journey. It is the fragrance that got me interested in fragrances again. I kind of stopped wearing fragrances for a period of my life just because I wasn't really even thinking about fragrance, and I kind of forgot about fragrance and even wearing them. And when I was 21, 22, something like that, I smelled the original Bulgari Pour Homme in the club in the bathroom. They got those little tip jars you can tip and spray some cologne on or whatever. So I went for it. For some reason, this Bulgari, maybe like the brand name or something, just caught my eye, and I was like, oh, I want to see what that smells like. And I was like, why the hell did I ever stop wearing fragrances? So it really kind of got me back into it. I ended up buying a bottle and wearing through that whole thing. And I'm excited that they updated it and they have a new version coming out. It's got this tea note. And for anybody that knows, I really enjoy these tea-based fragrances. I think they are really interesting and elegant. Yeah, so Fragrance By got this in and I copped it pretty much right away. Paid a better price than that. So I think it was like in the $80-ish mark, which isn't bad for 100 ml of a new release. But yeah, I'm excited to try it out, see what you guys tell you guys about it rather. Yeah, so it's got this, I don't know what kind of tea this is, but it's got different kinds of tea, Darjeeling tea and black tea. I love black tea, especially in a fragrance like Gris Charnel by BDK. I've been wearing that a decent amount. And it's got this Ambrette, which I'm a fan of. I've been noticing I like this Ambrette more. Specifically, Mojave Ghost has Ambrette, which I really enjoy. And then it's got some Gaiac wood. It's got that ginger. We all love this ginger note. And yeah, so the only review I've seen on this is from Max Forti. If you guys know who Max Forti is, and he really liked it. And it's got good ratings, 113. It's got 4.2 out of 5, which is, if you guys are familiar with this site, that's like really, really good. So I'm excited to check this one out. It should arrive on Saturday. So by next week, I should be able to tell you guys my thoughts about it. But yeah, anybody have experience with the original Bulgari Pour Homme? I know for some people, it's kind of like a community darling. Definitely got me back in the game, so it'll always have my interest. And then the other one is Amor Cafe. I've been kind of waiting I wanted the 60 ml because these 4 ounce of these Manceras are just like, it's too much fragrance for me. I really don't need another huge bottle. I don't need any bottle. Let's start there, but especially not another 4 ounce that you can't travel with and whatever. They're just kind of bulky at this point for me with all the stuff. But yeah, there's some Amor Cafe. It was kind of like a love at first sniff. Really, really love it. And, I'm a big fan of La Tacita de Cafe. This has been my go-to coffee scent. And I just love the Amor Cafe so much that I was like, you know what? If I find the 60 ml, it comes in at a discounter, I want to add it. It's really got this amaretto that sets it apart, different than other coffee fragrances. It's got this gourmand kind of cakiness, probably on the more unisex side because it does have like this vanilla and ice cream feel to it. So, not the most masculine thing in the world, but my God, you catch a whiff of that in the air. gonna have you sweating, like trying to figure out where that's coming from. So it's really just a stunner, another stunner. So hopefully can get those in soon and tell you guys about it. But yeah, let me get caught back up. I think I missed a comment from Patrick. Okay, yeah. See, Black Sea and Arctic Sea are good too. Yeah, I really want to try more from the house, so it's probably gonna Discovery set maybe in my future. We'll see. Summer Hammer really blew me away, so I'm interested to try more. What are your favorites? And do you own both of those? Are those some of your favorites from the brand? Do you guys have any experience with Lorenzo Pizzalia? I think they're kind of newer on the scene. I know the guy who started it, he was a chef in Italy, and then he kind of transitioned to perfumery, which is pretty interesting. But let's see. I just tried Arctic Sea, love it. Yeah, I know Patrick just tried it. Big marine aquatic fan. It's very pleasing, balance out the saltiness with the citrus notes. Yeah, saltiness can be kind of a hit or miss for me. So that's kind of one thing I'm a little apprehensive about, but obviously it's always about the overall blend. So if the blend is good, it could be really great. Smells like apple pie. What does? What smells like apple pie? Not sure. I just tried Arctic Sea. Yeah, just read that. Discontinued. I really like the EDT and the minority on that one. Boss Descent Absolute is the best one. Let's check that one out. Let's check out Boss Descent Absolute. Absolute. Warm, spicy, fruity, aromatic, woody, earthy. Okay. All right. Ooh, there's that ginger. Doesn't give you a huge breakdown. Ginger Maninka vetiver. I mean, I bet this one's great too. So maybe this one's like even more fruity, which kind of makes me interested in it. Huh. Yeah. I wonder if this one kind of seems like it's more fruity, and the Boss Descent Elixir seems like it's maybe on the more warm, spicy thing. But does anybody have experience with the Absolute? What do you guys think about it, and how does it differ from the Elixir version? I'd be interested to know what you guys think. Is it kind of like fruitier, and is it fresher, whereas the Elixir is more warm, spicy? It's kind of what I'm gathering from just looking at the note breakdown. Uniqueness, versatility, and a wow factor. That sounds exactly like the type of fragrance I like. Versatile, but unique. I mean, I don't know what a wow factor is, but you know, wow factor, compliment factor, hype, all these things are kind of hard to define. But, we like to use these words in this space for some reason. Let me see. Spicy apple pie mixed with Play-Doh. Okay. Yeah, original Boss bottle, Boss number 6, I remember it used to be called. It's a classic. It's a staple. It's a fragrance staple. Well, drive safe, Stan. You can drive around knowing that you are a winner, and soon you'll be rocking some Ralph's Club Elixir. Hopefully you like kind of Iris Vetiver, and I think you're going to love it. I absolutely love it. I think you're going to love it too. It's a great fragrance. Let's see. Bulgari Poro Masala, that tea makes it so fresh and light. Yeah, definitely. I'm interested to see where they took the new EDP, if they modernized it and how they changed it up. I do have a good memory of the original. I wore through a whole bottle of it, so I'm pretty familiar with it, but be interested to see how they updated it. How's that couch? What are you guys talking about? Just smelled Tiger the other day. It literally smells like Tarothi Blue. I had the exact same thoughts when I smelled Tiger for the first time. The first thing I thought was, wow, Tarothi Blue is really good. Like, holy smokes. That was the first thing I thought. So I had the same thoughts as you. And the price difference of Tiger versus Tarothi Blue is like crazy, man. And also, you can get Suspiro Vibrato, which isn't as much on that grapefruit, because you do get more of the grapefruit and the citrus. You don't really get the ginger as much in Tiger, but the price difference is like, I'm going with Vibrato or Tarothi Blue personally. I haven't used as much because I just bought it because I had empty space and was bored. Tarothi Blue is a banger. It really is a banger. Unfortunately, I've kind of got some stuff to where it's redundant now. Like I humble brag, you know, I have vibrato now or whatever, so I don't really wear Tarothi Blue as much, but I should just come back to it. It is great. I have put a good dent in that bottle of my Tarothi Blue, probably like at least a third of the way. Really love it. One of my favorite grapefruit fragrances for sure. For sure, one of my favorite grapefruits, especially affordable on the affordable side. 100%. It's a great, great, great scent. Um, got 2 bottles on $20 at Jumbo Shop. Can't beat that, man. Oh, Boss Bottle Absolute. Boss Bottle Absolute. Okay. Yeah, that's the new Boss bottle that people were kind of talking about. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm not as not as interested in that one, but we could take a look at it. I don't know. I heard that one was kind of like more divisive. And I mean, if I'm not like the biggest fan of the scent profile, the original, I mean, we'll see it. I only really tried the EDP, so I don't know this scent profile that well, I have to admit. Balsamic, interesting. Okay. Maybe if my local, I don't think Sephora really carries his Hugo Boss fragrances, but maybe Macy's might have it. So if I'm at the mall next time, I'm gonna try to keep this one in mind to try. But yeah, look at these ratings: 4.3 out of 5 with 478 votes. You don't really see that too often. That is very, very highly rated. So that hello, you know, that caught my attention. Top notes are leather and incense, patchouli and myrrh. Okay, myrrh can be hit or miss, but Devana and cedarwood. Okay, this definitely sounds more interesting. Doesn't sound like, you know, typical designer release. So it's on my radar, definitely. There have been so many fragrances that came out this year compared to years prior. It's kind of like overwhelming, really. It's like compared to last year and the year before, I feel like this year has just been nonstop. It's kind of crazy. Kind of hard to keep up with all the new stuff coming out this year, to be honest. What's the best Narciso Blue Noir to get? Well, it depends on kind of what you have, what you're looking for. If you want the most like daily wear, versatile, like most easy to like one, I would go with the Eau de Parfum. If you want the freshest, the most summery, get the Eau de Toilette Extreme. If you are looking at Iris, like you mentioned Valentino Uomo Intense, I would suggest getting Blue Noir Parfum instead of Uomo Intense. It's got that same iris, but it's got a really nice suede, and I like it way more. So, assuming that you're kind of in the market for that iris scent, I would go with the Parfum. Go with the Parfum or the EDP. EDP if you want a blue, versatile shower gel type scent, musky. Go with the Parfum if you are looking for more of that powdery iris and suede scent profile. Armand Bassi Le Pour Homme. $20 at Fragrance Net. All right, let's take a look at it. Never heard of it. Is it on clearance or something? I got those Jacques Foths for like an insanely great price when they are on clearance. Sometimes Fragrance Net has these insane clearance prices of these like kind of hidden gems. Okay, musky. This looks like like a Prada type fragrance, which has got my interested. Let's see. I don't know this brand at all. Never even heard this mentioned, but it's a deep cut. Sven coming in with the deep cuts. Let's see. Cardamom, bergamot, lemon, ginger, black pepper, broxen, orange blossom, aldehydes, clary sage, musk, cashmere, and atlas cedar. Sounds great. What's the quality on like this, Sven? Is it in that like lower tier quality, or is it high quality and they just had it and they're just trying to get rid of it because people don't really know about it? I feel like that's what was going on with those Jacques Foss. Like they're great quality. There's just no demand because there's too many fragrances. People just don't know about it. I'm wondering if it's the same thing going on here, or if is this more of like you know, kind of an affordable brand or whatever. Yeah, just not familiar with it, but I mean, it kind of is reminding me of like a Prada fragrance, just very like powdery and soapy, clean, maybe like musky or whatever. It's interesting. It's interesting. Cashmere. That's a really nice note that I like. Okay. Let me write it down. I have a running list going of stuff just to like be on my radar. So I'm gonna add Boss Bottled Absolute and also this fragrance on there. Any good like reviews on this one? I may have to look up some reviews, but if it's $20 and it's like a high quality fragrance, you know I like my value purchases. I'm a big value proponent in the game. All right. Cool. Let's see. All right, we are about an hour 10 in, so we'll do some more time. I do want to work on some music and some other projects here later in the day, but we'll hang out for a little bit more here. Iris and Vetiver, some of my favorite notes. Okay, yeah, well then I would say check out the Parfum, definitely, if you're a fan. It's going to be the most interesting for you. You probably already have alternatives to the Blue Noir EDP, so check out the Parfum. I think you're going to really like it. James, thanks for stopping by. Hopefully you're doing well and feeling great today. Let us know if you're wearing anything. Dan, not the man. Don't let him fool you with the username. He is, in fact, the man. And we are wearing the same fragrance today. I like where your head's at, Seraphim Red. This was also my fragrance choice. So you, sir, smelling fantastic. Great performance, too. Nice pink pepper in your sillage. The new Absolute here is taking the resinous incense base of bottled elixir, blending with some latent sweetness, but no menthol accord. Okay, yeah, you know that I don't really dig that menthol smell from Leighton. Not everybody gets it. Not everybody does, but I certainly do get that Vicks Vapor Rub deal. And yeah, don't like when that is going on. Few people have Boss Absolute as their release of the year. Well, hello now. Sebastian, the perfume guy, is one of them. Well, Sebastian knows what's good. That's interesting. All right. The hype is growing on Boss Absolute. It is slowly growing. Can you feel the hype of Boss Absolute? I sure can. I'm feeling something. It's maybe that Celsius that I'm drinking is kicking in. That's probably what it is. But all right. 10-4. Got to get these kids fed and bathed. Y'all have a great evening. Thanks, Jason, for stopping by. Appreciate you, my guy. You have a great evening as well. Take care, sir. Yes, thank you again for the generous Chrome Parfum donation for the giveaways. That was really cool of you. It's not the one I'm talking about. Okay. That is not the one you're talking about. Well, it's okay, I see. This one is the Woody Musk. That one was the Woody Musk. Well, let's find the correct one then. Let's find the right one. Bazzi. It's quite a name, I'll say that. Hey, what are you wearing? Well, I'm wearing Armand Bazzi Le Parfum Woody Musk Armband. Oh, is that all? You know, sometimes with these names. All right. Armand Bazzi. This might be it. This is probably it, right? No, it's the low. They're not making this easy with the name. Oh, it's this. Okay, I see. It's this one then. It's got to be this one. All right. I'm going to change it in my list too, so make sure. Maybe I can show you guys also what's in my list. You guys can see what's on my radar. The radar list. Fragrance radar. All right. Woody, fresh, spicy, aromatic citrus. Okay. I like the look of this bottle more than the other one. I'll say that. Woody Aquatic. Oh, Francis Cruikshank. Hello now. You know who that is. Ooh, bamboo. I like bamboo, especially in Mont Blanc Starwalker. Okay, cypress, bergamot, caramel, patchouli, nutmeg. All right, this seems like it's pretty, you know, fresh, versatile, mass appealing type thing. Like maybe in that Versace Man of Fresh, Mont Blanc Starwalker-ish type scent profile, which I can get down with. Okay. Let's see. The other one had really high ratings. I wonder what this one's rating. This one's not rated as high, but that's okay. I was kind of shocked at that other one. Anytime it's over a 4, it's noteworthy. Let's see what people are saying about it. People are saying it's a great value. Chrome. Okay. Okay. You know, and these similar fragrance things, they're off a lot of the time. So fresh citric minerality with a touch of vodka. green woodiness. Okay. I'm wondering just like what the quality is on it. Is it in that Azaro quality or is it like in that Jacques Foth niche type quality? I'm wondering because I just don't know this brand that well. But it looks solid. Definitely looks solid. Maybe it doesn't look like, the most different thing out there, but it does look solid. I'm going to show you guys what the kind of list of things that I'm looking at are on my radar. Make a blank document here. All right, so this is everything that you guys have suggested to me to check out. And, slowly I'll make my way through this list. There's a lot of fragrances here. Let's see if you guys can see this. Make the font a little bit bigger. All right, so this is everything that is on the list of stuff to check out that has been recommended from you guys. So, yeah, a lot of hidden gems, a lot of things that you don't really hear anybody talk about. I think this is Ahmed Al-Maghribi for both of these. But yeah, anything I should add to this list that's like definitely need to check out? Let me know. But yeah, probably wrap up here soon. I'm kind of running out of stuff to talk about, to be honest. And I'm way behind in the chat. And of course, as I always do, like to lose my place. Okay, I found it. Let's see. James is wearing Givenchy Gentleman Reserve Privé. Ooh, there's a good iris fragrance with a bit of like this whiskey accord in there as well. Have you tried Hapa La Oda? No, I have not. I've never even heard of that. Thanks for being here, Chris. Let's check that one out. Never even heard of such a thing. We'll come back to the list. I got it saved. Hapa La Oda. There's a good sushi restaurant chain called Hapa. You guys familiar with that? They have some funny like names of their rolls. Like they have like a 69 roll, like an orgasm roll. Maybe TMI for you, but it is what it is. Let's see. I'm not seeing it on Fragrantica. Hapa La Oda. No, it's not coming up, mate. Well, I guess I'll have to find that one on my own time, but let us know what it's like. The giveaway, we already did the giveaway. We did the giveaway about an hour ago. So unfortunately, the time has passed for that. But subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and you can be in the next one. We'll probably do another one next week. And, I'll be doing them fairly often. So be subscribed and you can catch the next giveaway. Yeah. Thanks for letting him know, Patrick. I do have the Absolute in most of the Boss lines. I don't have it nearer as good as Sebastian. I mean, no one has the collection that Sebastian does. That guy, he probably has the best collection in the world, to be honest. But he also has like an entire room dedicated to fragrance. Do you think it's like Boss Ball Elixir Blatant? It's decent quality niche now. $20 Dunbury, solid scent. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, maybe I'm not sure if it would find its way into the rotation, but I appreciate the recommendation. Dior Sauvage Baccarat collab. Yeah. Isn't that the one that's like $1,000 or whatever? I'm gonna need a lot of gigs and super chats before I can afford that. So I'm gonna need to get my views way up, or I'm gonna be purchasing that one. So yeah. Maybe one day. I can dream. The Detour Noir exclusive is fire. Okay. Noted. It's a lot like the Elixir. I don't get much latent vibe at all. A lot of people do, though. Yeah. Just like our taste buds, right? Smells different, too. Liz missing a lot of duos. Well, the thing is, all the duos that I want, you can't even get, man, because the two that I'm most interested in, they they're gone. They're like gone from existence. So when they bring them back, I'll be supporting Duo. I'll be on the Duo train, riding that Duo train with you, Vince. But yeah, that's the running list of stuff. All right. Cool. It's 8K. Yeah. I'm going to need to up my game way up to afford that. All righty. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up here. We had a good little chat, talked about some fragrances, did some giveaways. What more can you ask for on your Wednesday? Can't really ask for much more if you ask me. All right. Any final thoughts, closing remarks, criticisms, ideas, things that you have to share? Anything at all? Now is the time. Otherwise, I'll wish you guys a great day. Keep smelling great out there. I appreciate you guys hanging out. More giveaways coming soon. I'll be doing, again, 15% of all revenue made on this channel indefinitely will be donated to a charity of our choosing for this first month. I did hit that $100 mark, so I'm going to probably just choose something, and I'll probably post on the community tab or whatever the charity that I end up going with, and just kind of keep you guys in the loop of stuff. You know, I don't want to claim to be going on some like noble charitable mission and then you guys never actually see me posting any of the money or the results of that. You gotta just take my word for it, which, you know, whatever. I'm just trying to be transparent and keep you guys in the loop with that. So yeah, that's what is on tap. But other than that, yeah, doesn't seem like anything pressing. But yeah, okay, cool, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Keep smelling great out there. Appreciate your time. And yeah, we'll get together here soon at the Fragrance Fraternity. Appreciate you guys. Catch you on the next one. Peace out. Have a great night. Take care, guys.